If you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Second down at 5. Here's Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Finding Kelsey, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Yellow.
Mahomes. And hitting Juju on the slant. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Mahomes. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Butker on for the PAT. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Yeah, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And we have free football. Overtime, here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. First throw of overtime for Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a first throw here in overtime. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 21 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, McKinnon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that was coming.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Meanwhile, Dak's throw here pulled in by Hilton. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a gain of 8. 3rd and 2.
To throw, Prescott. He goes right back the way of Hilton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Now Dak. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. But Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play.